morning. It's September 17th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. A recent study has sparked a conversation about the capabilities of generative AI in education, particularly in the biomedical field. Conducted by Dr. William Hirsch at Oregon Health and Science University, this research represents the first comprehensive comparison of generative AI models with human students throughout an entire academic course. The study involved 139 students from a biomedical and health informatics course who were assessed against 6 generative AI models, including ChatGPT. The findings revealed that these AI models outperformed up to 75% of the human students on various knowledge assessments, raising significant concerns regarding academic integrity and the effectiveness of student learning. The AI models scored between the 50th and 75th percentile on quizzes and exams, demonstrating their ability to process and respond to course materials effectively. Dr. Hirsch utilized actual student assessment materials, which included multiple-choice questions and short written responses, to evaluate the AI's performance. While acknowledging the advancements in AI, Dr. Hirsch cautioned against an over-reliance on technology, emphasizing the necessity of human judgment and critical thinking in medicine, particularly in complex situations. He believes that despite AI's potential to assist in education, the human element remains essential in healthcare professions. Looking ahead, Dr. Hirsch is not overly concerned about potential cheating in future classes. He plans to update course content annually to incorporate new advancements in the field. He also stressed the importance of foundational knowledge and critical thinking skills that students must acquire for their future professional roles, raising concerns about ensuring that students are truly mastering necessary skills beyond just performing well on assessments. A groundbreaking advancement in biomimetic engineering has emerged with the development of the origami-inspired vacuum-actuated foldable soft-crawling robot, or OVFSCR. This innovative robot is set to make significant contributions across various fields, including disaster response, medical applications, and environmental monitoring. The OVFSCR operates using a programmable electromagnetic navigation system that creates a uniform magnetic field, allowing for precise control of its movements. It features 2 distinct modes of motion, crawling and tumbling, which are activated by specific magnetic field signals, enabling it to navigate flexibly through diverse environments. In terms of performance, the OVFSCR can crawl at an average speed of 11.9 millimeters per second and can climb slopes of up to 3 degrees, showcasing its versatility in confined spaces. Experiments have shown that it performs optimally on slippery surfaces, reaching a maximum speed of 12.4 millimeters per second. One of the key advantages of this robot is its unique vacuum actuation system, which results in lower strain and enhanced resilience compared to traditional positive pressure soft robots. Its design incorporates asymmetric structural elements that create friction differences, allowing for unidirectional movement, along with a programmable control scheme for efficient locomotion. Mimicking the contractile deformation and locomotion of soft biological worms, the OVFSCR enhances its adaptability to explore uncharted environments. Performance assessments have revealed a correlation between the robot's deformation response and motion speed, influenced by varying magnetic field parameters. As advancements in biomedicine continue to evolve, the need for innovative delivery systems becomes apparent, with soft robots like the OVFSCR offering compact and programmable solutions for targeted drug delivery. A groundbreaking study from Northwestern Medicine is set to change the approach to brain surgery for patients with tumors or epilepsy. This research, published on September 16th in Nature Communications, focuses on enhancing the preservation of language function during surgical procedures by pinpointing critical language areas in the brain. The study sheds light on how language is encoded in the brain, particularly emphasizing key connector sites in the cerebral cortex that are essential for language production. Researchers collaborated with teams from Johns Hopkins University and Indiana University, enriching the findings related to brain-language networks. To gather data, researchers recorded electrical signals from the cortex of 16 patients at Northwestern Memorial Hospital and Johns Hopkins Hospital as they read words aloud. By employing graph theory and machine learning, they were able to identify crucial language sites with greater precision. Dr. Mark Slutsky, a professor of neurology at Northwestern and the study's corresponding author, stated that these discoveries could significantly improve the efficiency of functional mapping techniques used in surgical settings. Currently, many patients undergo functional mapping through direct electrical stimulation, a method that can be uncomfortable and often unreliable in accurately identifying critical language areas. This traditional technique requires 20 to 60 minutes of electrical stimulation, which has remained largely unchanged for over 50 years and can be exhausting for patients. The study's findings revealed that only a few sites identified during stimulation are actually critical for language, prompting questions about the effectiveness of current methods in influencing brain function and language production. The identified connector sites serve as links in a social network, facilitating communication between different brain subnetworks. Their removal during surgery could lead to increased language errors post-operation. With approximately 1.2 million people in the U.S. living with brain tumors, many of whom require surgery when medication fails to manage seizure activity, this research holds significant implications for surgical practices. Researchers at UC San Francisco have made a significant breakthrough regarding TGF-beta, a crucial signaling protein. Their study reveals that TGF-beta can activate receptors even while bound to its latency-associated protein, or LAP, challenging the long-held belief that it must be released from LAP to function properly. This finding, published in the journal Cell, contradicts decades of scientific understanding about TGF-beta's necessity for release. 4 years prior, Cheng and co-author Dr. Stephen Nishimura had already indicated that TGF-beta could signal while tethered to LAP, but this new research expands on that initial discovery. Previously, TGF-beta was thought to exist in only 2 states, inactive within LAP or free to signal. However, the latest findings suggest that multiple dynamic states are possible. Using cryogenic electron microscopy, or cryo-EM, the research team created 3-dimensional models that demonstrated TGF-beta's ability to rock and activate nearby receptors while still bound to LAP. This technique allowed scientists to observe that TGF-beta can wiggle and extend parts of itself to communicate with adjacent receptors despite its tethered state. The implications of this research are significant, as it highlights the importance of considering molecular motion and flexibility in understanding cellular signaling and disease mechanisms. The findings suggest that TGF-beta, along with potentially other signaling proteins, can exhibit more complex movements than previously recognized, which may influence the development of therapies, including cancer checkpoint inhibitors. The research team anticipates that these discoveries will inspire further exploration in structural biology and related fields, revealing new aspects of cellular communication. Co-senior authors Yifan Cheng and Stephen Nishimura noted that traditional imaging methods often overlook the importance of less clear data, which can contain valuable insights. The cryo-EM method enabled researchers to capture numerous snapshots of TGF-beta in various states, demonstrating that its movement is not confined to just 2 distinct forms as previously believed. A recent study led by Dr. Gerson Lima Silva has spotlighted the essential role of the p53 protein as a tumor suppressor, revealing how its mutations can significantly influence cancer progression. Published in Communications Chemistry, the research indicates that over 50% of tumors carry p53 mutations that undermine its protective functions. Dr. Silva emphasized that these findings could be crucial in developing therapies for aggressive cancers that are characterized by mutant p53. The study, conducted by researchers from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro and INBEB, explores how mutations in p53 can convert other proteins into agents that promote cancer. It was found that mutant p53 not only loses its tumor-suppressing capabilities, but also corrupts other anti-tumor proteins, specifically p63 and p73. These mutant proteins are shown to significantly accelerate the transition of p63 and p73 into amyloid-like states through a prion-like mechanism. By employing aberrant phase transitions, mutant p53 induces amyloid aggregation in p63 and p73, leading to the formation of harmful structures that facilitate uncontrolled tumor growth. The research specifically examined 3 p53 mutations linked to various cancers: M237I associated with glioblastoma, R249S related to liver cancer, and R248Q tied to breast cancer. Additionally, the study suggests that similar mechanisms could impact other proteins, indicating a need for further exploration. These findings provide valuable insights into the aggressive nature of certain tumors, such as glioblastoma, and suggest new strategies for targeted cancer therapies. Notably, the study discovered that heparin, a common anticoagulant, can inhibit the formation of these detrimental protein aggregates, hinting at a potential therapeutic pathway. Overall, this research opens new avenues for targeting cancer by intervening in the phase transitions and aggregation processes involving p53, p63, and p73. This has been your Daily Brief in Science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.